Hi all, I wanted to make a quick video where we compare two indicators against each other, and I want to show you why I use both of them every day, why I cannot get rid of either one of them. Before I begin, I would like to mention that this is an educational channel. All content over here is for the sake of education. Kindly read the disclaimer that you see on the screen and in the description below. With that said, let's proceed. So we'll straight away move on to our charts. The two indicators that I want to discuss with you, on the left hand side, on top I have got the Zurich moving average where the length is 21. People who follow my channel will be knowing on 5 minutes I use 21 and on 1 minute I use 41. All right, so this is a 5-minute chart of Nifty Bank. On both the sides is Nifty Bank. They're identical. The only difference is at the bottom. On the left hand side we have EMA Diff Stoch, and on the right hand side we have MACD. My settings for MACD are 3915, as you all know. I'll just show it to you also. These are my setting. I'm currently using JMA 21. The length is 21. Other settings are all same. Default, I mean. The thickness for the green is at 2. Thickness for the red is at 4. And purple is at 4. These are identical on both the screens. So both are running on JMA 21, which is Zurich moving average. At the bottom, I've got EMA Diff Stoch at the bottom. This is by Wugamlo. If I'm not mistaken, I've shown this indicator many times. Yeah, Wugamlo. And I simply love this indicator. All right. And on the right hand side, I have got MACD. My settings for MACD for people who follow my channel. These are my style settings. And these are my 3915 is basically my setting. I generally call MACD 3915. All right. People who follow my channel will be knowing. I've made videos also in it. So my settings for MACD are 3915, and on style I don't use the histogram, and these are the colors I give to the MACD. All right. The EMA Diff Stoch is on default. I have not made any changes. Now you see why I can't get rid of either one of them. The difference between them is, I'll tell you how I use it. The main screen that I'm viewing all the time, which is a split screen, I use Nifty on the left, Nifty Bank on the right, or Nifty Mid Cap and Nifty Fin Nifty on the right. So I'm generally using a split screen. The screen that I'm seeing generally has got this view of EMA Diff Stoch at the bottom, but my trading panel where I take the trades has got MACD 3915. The reason I don't get rid of any one of them, or I want them both, is MACD catches the signal a little earlier, whereas the EMA Diff Stoch, it catches it a little later, but whenever it does, it's a more definite signal. I'll give you an example. For instance, let's look at the first cut today. All right, the first area to enter according to MACD would have been here at 10:05. See, the white cuts into the yellow, right? This would have been the moment to go long. But on the left hand side, if you see the EMA Diff Stoch, the red turns into pink. All right, and I generally advise you only take a trade when the pink turns into green. So according to EMA Diff Stoch, the trade should have been taken over here. Now, if you take the trade over here, you'll notice it's a more definite trade. The moment it turns green, you get this boom, one big candle, right? But if you had taken a trade via MACD, you would have gone into the trade earlier. It would have scared you after that because it goes to retrace. It goes up, goes back again down. And then that's the moment the EMA Diff Stoch catches it. And then you get this boom candle. Let's take one more example. This cut over here, you see the white is cutting into the yellow. If you look at it on the left hand side, the dark green is turning into light green. But I always advise take a trade when you're using EMA Diff Stoch only if the light green goes into the red. So according to MACD, you would have taken the trade over here when this cut happens, right? But according to EMA Diff Stoch, you would have taken the trade over here when this green turns into red. But that would have been a more definite trade. You see that the fall is more pronounced after that. If you had taken a trade over here, it would have gone sideways for a while. But if you would have taken a trade exactly at the moment the green turned into red, you would have been spot on exactly at the moment where the drop happens. Same goes for this case over here. This is the rise on top. EMA Diff Stoch catches it earlier. Sorry, the MACD 3915 catches it earlier. Again, you see on the left, the red turns into pink, right? You can also argue that, sir, the red also is turning into pink. But again, I always say when I'm using EMA Diff Stoch, wait for the pink to turn into green. So according to EMA Diff Stoch, I would have taken the trade over here when the pink turns into green, right? But I would have been earlier in the trade if I would have taken the trade via MACD. MACD gives you the signal earlier, but EMA Diff Stoch gives you the signal when it's exactly going to happen. So that's the difference between the two. Now, if you're a person who can manage to use both of them, maybe one to view and one to take action on like I do, all right, that will be great. So you can probably have one monitor where you're viewing the bottom indicator EMA Diff Stoch. You can use JMA, Zurich moving average, on both. But on one you have EMA Diff Stoch with default values at the bottom, and on the other one you have MACD 3915. What you will again and again notice is MACD catches the signal earlier, but EMA Diff Stoch gives you a more definite signal. It's actually the point to enter. And you should not delay more than that. That is the right point to enter, because every time this cut is happening, you'll see colors changing on the left hand side also. The red is turning into pink. That means the shift has happened. See over here also, the dark green is turning into light green over here, right? So in a way they are both working more or less on the same parameters. Over here you see the dark red turns into light red, and here the MACD is cutting. But if you wait for the moment where the pink turns into green, that's the exact moment where that rocket candle will happen and you will make some points. All right, I hope I could get my point across. It took me a while to make this video. I was hesitant, should I make it or not, but there were a few questions coming in about this, so I thought, why not make a video and explain how I view things. I use both every day. I leave it to your choice whether you want to use EMA Diff Stoch or MACD 3915. I will continue to use both of them, and I've told you how I use them. This is on my view chart and this is on my trading panel. All right, so I hope this video was helpful to you in some form or the other. If it was, then kindly like and subscribe to the channel. Share the video with your family and friends. Definitely give this video a like. Oh, before I end, you can see at the end also over here, MACD already turns, right? But EMA Diff Stoch turns only towards the end, but it's too late. I mean, that is too late to take a call. Anyways, I think you more or less got the point. So thank you again for watching. If you found the video useful, kindly give this video a like, share it with your family and friends, leave a nice comment if possible, and follow us on Telegram also. The link is given in the description in all our videos. I'll see you in the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.